This is World Comics Review, and got a bit of a quicken. So yesterday I went to Book Off and was looking at the English language, or like the foreign language books, see if I could find any comics that are in English or any interesting comics from other non-Japan countries. And anyway, I found this, which is Japanese but was in the foreign language section for some reason. So this is a book about an anime called Space Runaway Ideon, which I'd never heard of before, so I thought maybe I could go all Kenny Lauderdale and find a interesting trace of a forgotten or extremely obscure anime. But it turns out actually this is pretty well known. It's just they overproduced the early DVDs of it, so they didn't really sell all of them. So when they did later DVDs and Blu-rays, they produced only small numbers, which sold out really quickly and then became really sought after collector's items. So anyway, this is fairly obscure, but not too obscure, because it was actually directed by the same guy who did the first series of Gundam in 1979, and he did this in 1980 to 1981, and then in 1982 there was a couple of movies too. So pretty similar story. They find in the future human colonists find 3 ancient tanks and they can combine together into a robot, which I suppose this is, but they can't get them to work, and then some aliens find them too and stuff happens. I only skimmed the Wikipedia page quickly. So anyway, anime and manga often feed into each other and adapt each other, but never quite this literally. So we've got some concept artwork here, and some stills from the series. We've got Walther, no, not Walther PPKs, the other German gun. This is set in a 2300, but apparently it's the World War I German guns. So there's some concept art of the characters. Anyway, this adapts episodes 14 to 26, but I didn't look at it too closely at the time. I just bought it. So yeah, this is as you can see, the anime feeds quite literally into the manga. It's just made of stills with these captions underneath describing what's happening. So some reasonable ship designs. This is the robot that the 3 tanks combine to make. I suppose by this point in the series they've got the ancient tanks working. Some weirder robot designs. People going on spacewalks, avoiding asteroids, or maybe they're in hyperspace or whatever, and so on and so forth. Some robots battling against spaceships, and so on. I think underwater now. Okay, I guess underwater launching torpedoes that are also missiles, and so on. So yeah, just stills from this anime and captions describing the story. Just a quick video. Oh, and in the back we've got some technical diagrams too, which are actually printed on different paper stock. This is kind of actually, well, let me just, this is kind of weird. Glossy, glossy, matte, glossy, matte, matte. Okay. It's really strange, the papers, the different coatings on different sides. So yeah, some technical diagrams of some of the ships, and it's a bit like the Manta Force ship but different. Looks like one of the Thunderbirds. I might swipe some of these designs. Yeah, kind of a fairly Jerry Anderson-y actually. Spaceship designs and character designs. And how do they do the credits of this anime adapted directly into manga? How do they give the credits? They just have stills of the credits on the show, obviously. So anyway, is that, I briefly thought that was a sticker that was stuck on the book. It's kind of a shadow and light around it. I guess when they were assembling this to shoot it, they actually did stick a sticker on. I just laid some paper on. So yeah, getting this and thinking it was from an obscure anime, reminded me of Kenny Lauderdale's latest video where he talked about an anime that was only ever made as an advert, and the soundtrack, such as it was released as a single on a 45 RPM record, but the actual anime itself was never made, and some commenters suggested was possibly never made. It was only ever, they only ever made the advert for it as a way to promote a new idol singer, because the singer who did the soundtrack kind of became famous in her own right around the same time. So anyway, I went to the second-hand record mini chain called Mint Records to try and see if I could find that 45, and I didn't, but I did find something else which people with similar tastes to me may recognise. So yeah, what have I got in this bag? I have Doom, or as it was, so yeah, The Colour of Money, which is a scene in this inspired the name of the game Doom, and apparently in Japan it was called Hustler 2. Was the actual Colour of Money a sequel to something? I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up on Wikipedia as well. So yeah, I got this video, and I want to get my HD ripper, and if I can be bothered, I'll do some VHS reviews with reactions as well one day. I've got to buy an HD ripper first. So yeah, that's my mini haul video and review of this kind of comic. About time I did a video, eh? Okay, I've been on Wikipedia now. Actually, this is a sequel to a film from 1961, and this is from 1986. So both of them starred Paul Newman. So he actually did wait and age for about 25 years before doing the sequel, and the original movie was called Hustler, so actually the Japanese title's more accurate.